Well, Jay, good afternoon. A win in the FA Cup. How's the feeling in the camp?
Always nice when you get a win. We had to work hard for it in the end, and it's our objective to bounce back from last week, a league match, to get a win this week. So yeah, in the camp overall, we're pleased. There's lots of things that we feel we can improve on and do better, but we'll get there for that.
I mean, from the sidelines, it looked a little bit like a game of two halves. I mean, the first half we were pressing high, moving the ball really quickly, and probably could have gone in more than two up. Second half, obviously they came out probably with a different game plan. You'll know that better than me. But what was the reason behind kind of two different performances, really?
Well, the first bit, I agree with you. The first half, I think we were excellent. I said all our patterns worked really well. We got a good few opportunities in behind and chances to score. Were we left ruined that we didn't score more? Yes, because of the chances that we created. I just spoke to Jude a minute ago, their manager, and he said, it was, similar to what you just said a minute ago. We sat back off and allowed you to get at us, and he goes, so we were just supporting the first half, as you guys maybe didn't turn up in the second half. So the second half come round, and it's always a funny one when you got sort of a 2-0 sort of scoreline. We should have been more up. Probably needed to be more up, if I'm honest, because they come at us in the second half, took the game to us. And obviously, of course, they changed the tactics and upped their energy levels and really sort of gave it a go. The sort of physical side, in terms of they're very good with the direct aerial ability they got in the team. But I don't feel that we helped ourselves, and I think the boys would agree with me saying this as well. And it's not knocking them. We said we took our foot off the gas a little bit in terms of the way we played. But even saying that, still in the second half, we still created one or two opportunities that maybe again we look at and go, could we have scored them? But obviously looking back on the video and did the analysis when we need to at training.
Of course. I mean, it's a win's a win, obviously, but looking at the positives, I mean, the first half, some of the football we were playing down the flanks, and the possession and the fast passing. I mean, you and Gary must have been very, very pleased with that. And if we can carry on with that, for a full 90 minutes, it looks like we could be in for a very exciting season.
Exactly that. The patterns and the opportunities that we created in the first half is everything we've been working on in training for probably the last month and a half. And they're all coming together nicely now. And bearing in mind, it's still a new group of players learning our patterns and play and the way they've picked it up. And as you saw in this first half and a couple of pre-season friendlies as well, even that Seven Oaks last week, we put a lot of them together. We just need to get into the mindset of being ruthless and clinical in front of goal and finishing teams off. Because as you know, and as you would have seen, if you don't do that, you always leave yourself a chance to come back and bite you in the bum and make a harder game of it than what you could do from the first phases of play that you've had.
Yeah, you touched on it then. A new squad. We've got a new addition today. Nathan Cooper came straight in at centre half. What was you thinking about bringing Nathan in, and how pleased were you with his performance today?
Well, Nathan, as you've seen in the game today, he's an absolute physical presence. Dominates in the air. Brought in for a lot of set pieces as well, because he scores his fair share of goals through set pieces, and a character that will blend into the background with the team as well, which is again what recruitment sort of philosophy was this year. It's right players for the right change room. And he's come in today, played very well on his debut game, and obviously we just need to build his fitness up as well, because you see a few boys getting cramped towards the end. And that won't take long as games come sort of thick and fast.
How's Brandon? I know Brandon a few weeks ago was struggling with a slight injury.
Yeah.
So he noticed he's on the bench today. Is it still the same? Is he still in a recovery?
He's getting better. He's still in recovery, like you say, and he's been training, and it's healing itself. So it won't be long before he's back fully fit, and obviously we look forward to seeing him play when he is back fit.
Well, congratulations on a win today. Through to the next round of the FA Cup. Exciting times.
Yep. Good.
Thanks, Jay.
Please.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you,
Well done.